Hey guys, so it's Sunday, it's October 7th, which is important. Well, actually not really, but I posted like 2 videos today, and I was going to post more, but it was being so slow. So I guess I'll just post a bunch next week if I can find good internet. So we went to church today and then hung out in town, and a couple of us were at Subway like all day long using the internet. I got to Skype with my family, and even Mickey was there, but Biz wasn't, which was sad. So last night I was about to go to bed, and I took a shower and everything, and then I was like, I'm gonna cut my bangs. So I cut my bangs, and they're a little irritating currently because there's just these long pieces that didn't get cut that just like get down in my eye. But for the most part I like them, and I'll get more used to them, and they'll grow out some and be more tamed because they're a little windblown currently. Anywho, so yesterday, I don't think I've made a video in like 2 days or something. Yesterday was Lacey's birthday, my roommate Lacey, and I think it was a very good day for her. We made cinnamon buns for breakfast, and then we had class and everything, which was sad, but me and Jenna and Lydia made this sign. We like cut out letters out of cardstock, so the letters are probably like this big, each of them, and it said Happy Birthday Lacey, and we strung it up across the classroom, like from banister to banister across, and it was really cool. And then we had, in the afternoon time, we had some free time and some exercise time, and I ended up taking both free time and exercise time to make a birthday cake. It ended up being really good though. It was totally worth it. But it was a Black Magic cake, which is like chocolate cake, but it has coffee in it, and then we added chocolate chips to it also. And it was really good. And we had leftover cream cheese frosting from the cinnamon buns. And so I melted some chocolate chips and put them in there to make it chocolate cream cheese frosting, and put that on it, and it was really good. And we made like one little square cake like this big for Lacey, and then we made a rectangle cake. Well, we did big rectangles and then cut them in half, so it was rectangles like that big maybe, but it was 4 layers. And then I decorated the one that was just for Lacey, said Happy Birthday Lacey, and I used it. We didn't have cake decorating stuff, so I used a Ziploc bag and cut off the tip. I did little designs around the bottom and then did chocolate chips. And then on the one that was for everybody, I did like swirly designs all over it and some chocolate chips and stuff. It was really cool. She really liked it, I think. So it was way fun. And I don't remember if I said that we had a bonfire or not. But if I didn't, we had a bonfire on Friday night because we didn't have class. My days get all confused because we have class on Saturdays but not on Mondays. And sometimes on Tuesdays, but sometimes not, and it's weird and confusing. But it's really stupid hair. It's really fun. And I worked on some special birthday stuff for some special people today, but I can't say who or what yet. But I will after it's happened. Yeah, I think that's about it. Tomorrow we're going to the sand dunes in Alamosa, Colorado. I don't exactly know where it is, except that, so like, okay, this is going to be backwards. So if I'm looking at this map right here, Pagosa Springs is like down here in the southwestern corner, right above New Mexico. And then you go 3 hours east, and there's Alamosa, and then a little bit past there is the sand dunes. So that'd be completely flip-flopped for you looking at this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so it should be pretty exciting. We're gonna like rent a sandboard, which is like a snowboard and sandboard, I guess you would call it. I don't know. It should be fun, and I think we're gonna get like a sled too, and sled down the sand. So it should be pretty fun. I'm excited. And then we'll get to go to Walmart on the way back. I love Walmart. It's awesome. Yeah, I think that's about it, because I already just made a video recently, but there was just some stuff I forgot, and then we went into town and stuff. So I miss everybody, but I'm having an awesome time, And I guess maybe some people might like to know what we're learning about, so maybe I should start talking about that. It's just the fun stuff is so much more well, fun. Anyways, that sounded really stupid. But, so we've been, this week, Eric Smith was here, and, oh, this is bothering me being able to see this. We've been having our Biblical Foundations class, and so we've been going through the covenants in our Books of the Bible Covenant History, which is actually really cool, because look, there's no chapter or verse numbers, so it's like reading a whole story. So I actually, just today, I ordered the entire Bible this way, because right now I only have the covenant history, which is, well, I can't find the table. Whoa, hello here. I can't find the table of contents, but it's like Genesis through Numbers, Leviticus. Oh, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. Oh, it's Genesis through Kings. Anyways, and then this one is Books of the Bible, New Testament. So I have the beginning and the new end, and not the middle. So I don't have like Thessalonians. Nope. First and Second Samuel, First and Second Kings. What comes after Second Kings? I don't know. I feel really stupid right now. Really bad little church kid. Just kidding. Anyways, I don't have the end of the Old Testament, so I ordered the whole Bible written like that, and it's gonna be really cool once it gets here. So we've been learning about the different covenants that were made in the Old Testament, like the covenant to Noah, the covenant to Abraham, the covenant to Moses, and then we've been talking about how, like, when they get quoted in the New Testament, and talking about the new covenants, and if the new covenant and the old covenant are both still the same, or if Jesus, like, fulfilled the old covenant, and so now we only have the new covenant. But then also there's the thing with the laws, like in Leviticus, maybe there's laws that are like connected to the old covenant, so then it's like, do we still need to follow those laws or not? And then sorry, my nose always itches when I make videos. It's so weird. Somebody's thinking about me. Wait, no, that's my ears. I don't know. Anyways, we also were talking about baptism yesterday, I think, and whether or not baptism is necessary to be saved. And most of us say that, oh, excuse me, sorry. Most of us said that baptism is just an outward expression of what's happened inside when you've been saved. But Mr. Eric made the argument, like, how whenever there were 3,000 people that were saved, they all were baptized and stuff. And I don't think he believes that it's necessary, but he was kind of trying to broach it in a way that would make it sound like he did, so we could argue with him a little bit. So that was cool. And then also we talked about a little bit about this, not as much as I would have liked, but we talked about whether or not different things in the Bible are applicable to us. The one big thing that we talked about was Jeremiah 29:11, how that was a letter that was written to the exiles. And so, but then people use it all the time for like graduations and all that kind of stuff, and how that is not really, like, it wasn't meant for us, so we shouldn't use it for us. But then I was thinking, a lot of the stuff that we apply from the Bible is like in, you know, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, or in James or Romans, or, and so like Romans was a letter written to the church in Rome, you know, Corinthians was written to the church in Corinth, and then there's a couple books like Acts. I don't remember, it was written to some specific body, but also to just believers in general. So like there's some books that we can be like, oh yeah, well this can apply. But at the same time, if you think about like, well, this was written for so-and-so, and this was written for so-and-so, so why even bother reading the Bible, or why even bother applying any of this? I don't need to follow any of this. So I thought, I was a little torn on that. So we talked about it at dinner or lunch, some meal, and Daniel said that he thinks there kind of needs to be a balance struck between knowing where it came from, like the context of what you're reading, and then also applying it to your life. And then Rachel brought up the verse, I can't think of where it is, but it says that all scripture is God-breathed and useful for teaching something and something else. Sorry, my brain is really fried today. And so we talked about that, and like, if scripture is God-breathed and useful for teaching, then we can use all of it, but then at the same time you have to believe that the Bible is applicable to believe that it is God-breathed. So it makes more sense now, but I'm not like super set like, yes, you're right, we can't apply it, or no, you're wrong, we have to apply it. Like, I don't know. I'm still a little torn, still thinking about that. But yeah, that was pretty much the highlights of this week. And then next week, honestly, I don't even know who's teaching. I think Dr. Bauman is coming back, but I was talking to Carrie in the car today, and she's like, I don't know. So it might be Dr. Bauman, or it might be some other people. There's, what is that guy's name? There's this one guy's name that's an author, and, well, actually, like, all of these guys are authors, but he's coming, J.P. Moreland. He's coming at some point, but I don't think he's coming this week, but I'm not sure when he is coming. So actually, Biblical Foundations is over, because we just had the 2 weeks, but we still have a bunch of required readings, and then we have a timeline to make, which is like going to be a timeline of the entire Bible. Not everything that happened, but like big major events, like different covenants that were made, and when the law was given, and different stuff like that. So we all have like a bunch of poster board, and I have glitter glue and paint and cardstock. It's going to be a good timeline. And then we'll have a final on that class, but not till the end of the semester, so it'll be kind of rough because we won't have had the class for like 2 months when we dig the final. So it'll be interesting. But anywho, I'm going to go work on cleaning up my room and go home and make dinner. So hopefully that was insightful on what's happening around here. I miss you all, and I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.